The big show at the stadium, it was a goal from day one.
What are we doing?
Yeah, if you can make it happen, then let's do it.
SPW have grown from a small little company to an established brand that are going to sell out the stadium. That's unreal.
As we started to get closer, I really started to believe that we could do this.
The ILT Stadium.
When the Joseph Parker video boxing was down here, it was me and Mark just standing outside. Come to the wrestling, come to the wrestling.
Just on our own.
We purposefully got a second poster done, so we didn't have our image on the poster we were handing out.
No. It looks pretty incredible,
My idea, it wasn't my idea, it was Troy, the idiot.
The big show at the stadium was something that, it was a goal from day one.
Oh, let's do the stadium. Terrible idea, I thought. Thought he was mad.
He was a bit hesitant, to say the least.
But you'd have to use that then. So I'd imagine that would be
300 here, that's 1,000, and then maybe do any overflow.
Yeah. So go ring here, you would sell that as sponsored corporate, then you'd sell the floor and that, and then you'd open up that.
It was after the second Rumble show that we did with Ospreay and TK Cooper and Dahlia Black, that one. And he says, next year, let's do it at the stadium.
We got over 600 at the Workies. We knew it was time to take that bet.
He thought it was great. I thought it was suicide.
The Southern Rumble. The Southern Rumble, we haven't announced yet, and there's a reason for it. It's not going to be at the Invercargill Workingmen's Club. On Saturday, the 14th of July, it's going to be at the ILT Stadium.
People do forget sometimes that it literally is me, Troy and Tyler that are putting this whole thing together. Like, it's literally three of us that do everything.
It's me, Mark and Troy, but I'm sort of off in my own little world doing my video stuff, and it's them that are making the contacts and planning the events and doing all the hard yards to get the event off the ground. So they come to me with an idea, I'm just kind of like, yeah, if you can make it work, if you can make it happen, then let's do it.
We had a crazy year, and it wasn't even intended. We were hoping to have a quieter year leading into the stadium, and then all of a sudden we had Will Ospreay in front of 150 people on a special edition of Fight Nights. We did a debut show in Dunedin. We had Progress come over from the UK with Travis Banks defending the Progress World Championship against Kane Khan.
Doesn't matter how hard I work or how long it takes, I will meet you again, Travis Banks. It doesn't matter when.
And it just all kind of come together at once. In the long run, it was actually really beneficial for us because we got so much exposure out of that happening and bringing those guys in. It really created a sense of hype, and you need to be at this stadium show. Like, this is going to be history making.
We've got amazing wrestlers coming. We've already announced Tenille Dashwood Bea Priestley, Will Ospreay. We've got great overseas talent coming, but we also have the best wrestlers in New Zealand, I think. Our homegrown boys, our SPW boys, we've got guys like the Cruisermates and NZXT. It's going to be the best representation of New Zealand wrestling as a whole, I feel, and the best possible venue it can be. The Stadium Southland is an amazing venue. It holds basketball, netball, volleyball, like everything.
The stadium is obviously the biggest part of one of our selling points in Invercargill. It's all the big attractions come to it, and now SPW have grown from a small little company to an established brand that are going to sell out the stadium. That's unreal. And to think that, you know, like all us guys that started a year ago, we're going to be the feature on that card is, I can't wait.
I'm hoping, praying, I'm writing to Santa that we fill that fucker out. Like I want that motherfucker like packed.
We're going to sell this thing out and it's going to be so cool, man. I cannot wait.
As we started to get closer to the show, I really started to believe at that point that we could do this and it was going to go well. It's funny because at the start it was Troy that was so adamant that we could fill the stadium and I was totally against it. And then I think 2 weeks out, me, Troy and Tyler were chatting and Troy was like, I'm worried about ticket sales. I'm concerned. And I was like, Troy, don't worry, we're going to be fine. And it just completely switched with who was confident and who wasn't.
Night before the stadium show. I'm nervous. I've been here a million times watching basketball and netball and boxing and MMA and now us. There, biggest venue, not for rugby in Southland. Fuck!
Walking in on the day here, it was a big relief. Knowing where we were sitting crowd-wise, how the room looked, it looked absolutely fantastic.
I remember arriving in Invercargill and walking into the stadium and just being like, what are we doing? It looked incredible. And yeah, I just remember walking in there being like, wow, this is going to be special. This is going to be special.
When we finish this meeting, if I could ask that everybody can just get their bags and anything that they need to clear this area, so we can just get that change room sorted and we can clear this area as much as possible, so we can get prepped as much as we can for the show. We're aiming for show time to start at 7. If all things run smoothly and everybody's here, we're hoping for a 7 PM start, but that could very well be pushed back to 7:30. We're really just going to have to wing it, see how many people come through within that hour and make a decision there. So 7 or 7:30, please be ready to go. Camera work. We've got a lot going on tonight. We've got a lot of different cameras, a lot of different people. Tyler is going to give everybody a quick brief of who we've got, where we're at and what's happening.
Kind of having to have in my head that this is the biggest show in New Zealand in 27 years. We want to capture it as best we can. And I had ended up with a crew of 7 or 8 camera people and trying to manage that while also trying to make sure that everyone's music is going to hit when it needs to and the right video is going to play on the correct screen at the right time and the lights are going to dim before that video plays and then come up at the right time when it ends, and communicating that to everyone. So on the day, it's very hard to focus on one thing at a time, and you've kind of just got to do what you can when the certain person you need is around.
I've got a little surprise for you too, so I've done what I do and I made a video.
Yes!
Just a little,
what?
A little celebration of the 3 years that it's taken to my end.
I know I shouldn't show belonging. No matter what you wear. I am the #1 wrestler from the SPW training academy. Oh, it's the last to know. Sarah, very
One year ago, these men debuted as a tag team here in SPW at the Southern Rumble, and tonight they are the final 2 participants in the Rumble. Oh my goodness! JK Moody picks up an historic win in the Southern Rumble.
Me and Troy, we wanted to start this back, I don't know how long ago, but if we didn't meet the people that we did and didn't have the passion that you guys had and all the help that we've had, we'd be nothing here, you know.
Thank you to everyone. Obviously, this is a mammoth show and a huge milestone for us, but
be safe. Don't do anything stupid. We just want to have a good night tonight. Be safe, enjoy yourselves, and have some bloody fun.
yeah.
All right, cool.
Just before doors open and everyone was told to get out, and just taking a moment to sit in and empty room It was a really surreal feeling, like we'd finally done it, and this is it, this is about to happen.
So you start people coming through the door and you hear that buzz and that excitement in the air, I'm just ready to go. Like I just get so excited, I start running around like a headless chicken.
Biggest show SPW has produced, and they must recognise me as the #1 contender.
But it was such a cool feeling to know that we've done it, man. Like this is gonna be special. We've done it. It's over. Like I can just enjoy the show now.
Has ever put on. Are you ready to kick this thing off? Absolutely not. This is the ILT Stadium. Who will raise the roof of this place? Are you ready to kick things off?
History in the making. ILT Stadium, can you believe it?
I can't believe it. It's been a long time in the making, and we're in for a special treat.
I didn't actually pick my head out until I was going out. I just wanted that surprise when I walked out, and just to be a natural reaction, I walked out, holy crap, it's what they say it is, there's people everywhere. It was insane.
Wrestling in front of 1,200 people, I'd been doing it nearly 11 years at that point, and that was easily the biggest crowd I've wrestled in front of in 10, 11 years. And like, you don't get many firsts after you've been doing it for a while, but like, that was a crazy first, like 4-figure crowd, it was nuts.
And I don't know, I couldn't ask for anything more. I was wrestling in a stadium, which is an insane thing to do. I would get to wrestle with my friends, you know what I mean? There's a bit in the match where we hit the coast to coast, hit episode 6, and I get that pin, and it's just a wee rush of me almost bursting into tears, because I think it was such a cool moment.
Two homegrown stars here in SPW, two men who began their careers 2 years ago to the day at the Southern Rumble, and two men who may potentially end their careers tonight in this tables, ladders and chairs match, but they do it all in pursuit of the SPW New Zealand Heavyweight Championship.
It was quite rewarding for me personally that it was the boys that we'd trained, and we're getting them to a platform that they can main event the stadium show, and they delivered.
You wouldn't know they'd been doing it for 2 years, you know, you would have no idea. And to be put under that type of pressure in front of that size of crowd is a lot to ask for somebody that's not been doing it that long. Or they killed it, they knocked it out of the park.
Day one it was, you know, me and Mark, us on the posters, us doing this, us doing that. And now we can take that step back and let the new guys shine, and giving them that platform is, you know, going to skyrocket them. So very proud of the boys.
He's got it! He's got it! We have a new champion!
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud to announce that tonight is the largest independent professional wrestling event in New Zealand history.
We don't want SPW's history just to be that one show at the stadium. It was history in the making, but it's not the end, that's the start.
1,200 people in Invercargill, in New Zealand, for professional wrestling. Crazy.
You brought production value to New Zealand wrestling. You know how much fucking harder that makes it to wrestle? That they can see our facial expressions? I just want to do definition. I just want to do fucking moves, man. I just want.